Ma'am, good evening, ma'am. A few updates. In my last video, I did tell you time has come for the Republic of India to suffer, and hence I took 2 days time, ma'am, 2 days to think and do my research on my own. And after doing research, ma'am, I have decided to approach before the Honorable High Court and the Honorable Supreme Court. Hence, I have sent an email to the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mr. Chandrachud, Justice Chandrachud. It took me a long time, ma'am, to type the email because this was the final call. Today's call is final, ma'am. I will now first read it out to you, the email that I have sent it to Dear Judge. I'll call him Dear Judge henceforth. Ma'am, the email is approximately 7 pages. And 1 minute, ma'am. 8 pages, ma'am. To the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Justice Mr. Chandrachud and other judges of the Supreme Court of India, Delhi, and to the Honorable Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, Justice Dhanuka, and other judges of the Honorable High Court. My petition, ma'am, the headlines to the petition. Petition in regard to corruption of judges and the learned magistrates. Please allow me to address you as Dear Judge in this petition. Before I begin, let me introduce myself, and hence I've introduced myself there, ma'am. I will not waste time on reading that para. Now for an accurate, brief and clear details. I have been a victim of a malicious litigation for 12 years and was acquitted on 08/09/2021 by Court number 5 District and Sessions Court, Pune. That after I was acquitted, I approached before the Honorable High Court and filed 4 petitions as follow. I have given the numbers of the petitions, ma'am, here. Anybody who wants to see it can always go online and check what are the petitions I filed. Now, the 4th petition is a writ petition, number 21292 of 2022. This is a writ petition filed against Sanjeev Bajaj, wanting of CBI and ED investigation, ma'am. Right, the next para. That the first 3 applications are under section 340 of CRPC in cases pending since 2010, ma'am. The 4th is a writ petition for directions, as I said, investigation by CBI and ED. I don't want to discuss the facts of all the 4 applications and petitions here and would argue before the concerned court. Dear Judge, after the writ petition was filed, Abhishek Goyal and Ashish Nagpal have approached before me on 27/12/2022 at about 11 am at Royal Connaught Boat Club, Pune for an out-of-court settlement. Abhishek Goyal has then taken me and Miss Neeta Rao Patil to the office at He Health System Technologies address. Mr. Nilesh Kanade is the founder of this company and politically well connected. Mr. Kanade has stated that he is very close to Shri Amit Shah, the Honorable Home Minister. Mr. Kanade has also confirmed that he is very close to Shri Sharad Pawar. After meeting Mr. Kanade, Abhishek Goyal has invited me and Neeta Rao for dinner at Hotel Prems, Koregaon Park, where he started discussing on the out-of-court settlement. Thereafter, Abhishek Goyal has met me along with some of the witnesses several times. Mr. Abhishek Goyal has offered me an amount of rupees 55,000 crores as compensation, and I need to pay Abhishek Goyal 500 crores of this amount. Later, Abhishek Goyal increased the amount to rupees 57,500 crores as compensation, but directed me to pay 2,000 crores to Shri Sharad Pawar. Abhishek Goyal has stated that out of the 2,000 crores, Shri Sharad Pawar will bribe the judges of various courts so the cases can be withdrawn with ease. He has also stated that some amount of the 2,000 crores has to be paid to the learned magistrate of court number 5, District and Sessions Court, Pune, and I was acquitted in this court. It is submitted that the prayers D of the writ petition 21292 oblique 2022 states as follows: that this honorable court may direct respondent number 4, Sanjeev Bajaj, to issue an unconditional apology to ma'am and make compensation to ma'am in cash and kind of rupees 1,000 crores. That Sanjeev Bajaj has assaulted the modesty of ma'am. Hence, the settlement amount was increased to 58,500 crores. And I was asked to pay 1,000 crores to ma'am, as Sanjeev Bajaj didn't want to pay ma'am directly, as this would confirm that Sanjeev Bajaj has intentionally assaulted ma'am. I refused the same and was not willing to pay ma'am rupees 1,000 crores, as this would send an incorrect message to society that I have paid 1,000 crores to buy ma'am. Why would a husband pay to his wife rupees 1,000 crores? But Shri Sharad Pawar and Sanjeev Bajaj wanted to come out clean of the offence of assaulting ma'am under section 354 of CRPC by shooting from their gun off my shoulder, which is a cheap shot, cowardly and an abuse of law. Abhishek Goyal then tried to convince me to pay ma'am 900 crores and 100 crores to her mum after ma'am and I am married and not prior to the marriage. Later I agreed to pay 1111 crores to ma'am and another 111 crores to her mum. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal was taking all precautions to protect Shri Sharad Pawar and Sanjeev Bajaj from the clutches of law and suppress the financial fraud and assault to the modesty of ma'am by diverting an amount to ma'am from my account. It is submitted that rupees 58,000 crores has already been arranged by the PMO's office, Prime Minister's office, central government, Shri Sharad Pawar, Shri Ajit Pawar and Sanjeev Bajaj, which is pending in HSBC, and Abhishek Goyal has confirmed that I will be paid in 2 tranches, rupees 30,000 crores immediately. I have to then divorce my wife Anita Chhabria the same day and get married to ma'am on the same day. It is submitted that marriage between me and ma'am is essential for Sanjeev Bajaj and Shri Sharad Pawar to nullify the section 354 of CRPC. It is further submitted that Sanjeev Bajaj and Shri Sharad Pawar together have assaulted ma'am several times since inception. It is further submitted that Abhishek Goyal has arranged 3 meetings, one at Hotel Oberoi in Mumbai, second at the farmhouse in Lonavala, and third at Ritz-Carlton, Pune. It is further submitted that Abhishek has confirmed that Shri Sharad Pawar will come along with ma'am in the meeting for closure of the settlement between Sanjeev Bajaj and me. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has requested me several times to visit room number 603 at Ritz-Carlton, Pune, and meet ma'am. It is further submitted that Abhishek Goyal is a habitual offender and was trying to trap me by asking me to go to room number 603, as ma'am would never risk of coming to Pune for 3 months at the cost of Shri Sharad Pawar, which would have confirmed that ma'am is party to the honey trap. But then which girl would with the name of ma'am was at Ritz-Carlton? It is a matter of investigation. It is further submitted that Abhishek Goyal has also confirmed that they have spread news that ma'am is not in India, whereas this may not be true and ma'am may have been kidnapped or under house arrest by Shri Sharad Pawar. It is submitted that ma'am has never been allowed to meet me. This has put a serious ambiguity, and Sanjeev Bajaj and Sharad Pawar have assaulted ma'am jointly. Hence, Abhishek Goyal has hatched a conspiracy in the process of saving these paralyzed offenders who are in grave danger of arrest due to the financial fraud, bribing the judges, assault of the modesty of ma'am, and other serious offences. It is submitted that why has ma'am been kidnapped and not allowed to meet me is a part of investigation by CBI, as Shri Sharad Pawar can manage the state police by his political and financial powers. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has also demanded an additional 2 crores from me to bribe the judge of the District and Sessions Court Pune for an immediate order of divorce. Abhishek Goyal has stated that the judge will come home and give orders. It is submitted that the divorce between me and Anita Chhabria is vital, as no divorce, no marriage with ma'am. It is further submitted that no marriage to ma'am will confirm that ma'am has played a fundamental role being a conspirator along with Sanjeev Bajaj and Shri Sharad Pawar to trap me in a honey trap and force me to settle the matter out of court. It is submitted that I have never demanded 58,500 crores from Abhishek Goyal, and this amount has been offered to me solely by Abhishek Goyal. It is submitted that to further tempt me to settle out of court, Abhishek Goyal has offered me a prominent identity in the parliament as an MP. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has confirmed that Sanjeev Bajaj is a fraud and characterless. It is further submitted that Abhishek Goyal has confirmed that ma'am was forced to abuse me on social media, and after Abhishek Goyal entered into the closure procedure, ma'am has stopped abusing me. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has stated that I will be married to ma'am only if I settle the matter out of court. Till then, I am not allowed to meet ma'am, which sends a clear message that Sanjeev Bajaj and Sharad Pawar are in control of ma'am. And she has been following the directions of these offenders, and or she may have been threatened by the mafia, and Shri Sharad Pawar may be the kingpin. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has also confirmed that Shri Sharad Pawar will be gifting a penthouse to ma'am in South Mumbai worth 200 crores and a solitaire worth 38 crores. It is further submitted that why Shri Sharad Pawar wants to give these expensive gifts to ma'am is part of investigation. It is submitted that ma'am was introduced to me in September 2021 by Bhaven Mehta and Vivek Tikku in exchange of rupees 30 crores if paid to both of them. But later this relationship between ma'am and me culminated into a marriage after discussion between me and my wife Anita Chhabria and my 2 kids. It is submitted that why has ma'am never taken a step forward in meeting me. It is submitted that Abhishek Goyal has confirmed several times that ma'am loves me but doesn't want to meet me prior to settlement. It is submitted that this may not be true, but Shri Sharad Pawar and Sanjeev Bajaj are controlling ma'am. It is submitted that Mr. Sankeshwar, who is a close aide of Shri Sharad Pawar, and has approached me and has put 3 questions before me. Why only ma'am? Second question, that after you receive 58,500 crores, there will be a queue of women waiting to get married to me. And the third question was, ma'am is 41-year-old, and if she has got her menopause, then you cannot have a child from her. It is further stated that Sankeshwar, being an aide of Shri Sharad Pawar, has tried his best so that I should not get married to ma'am and let ma'am go free. This sends a strong message that needs to be investigated. It is submitted that this is a very serious matter where bribes to judges is involved, money laundering of 58,500 crores, extortion of 1111 crores to ma'am, assault of ma'am, gifts to ma'am worth crores, corruption of Shri Sharad Pawar which needs an in-depth investigation by CBI. Mr. Abhishek Goyal has demanded 2,000 crores as bribe to Shri Sharad Pawar out of the amount of 58,500 crores, and Abhishek Goyal has confirmed that some of this amount has to be paid to the judge of Court number 5, District and Sessions Court, Pune, as well as other judges for withdrawing the cases. It is further submitted that Abhishek Goyal has also confirmed that the judge of the Honorable High Court is also in favor of me and that the matter should be settled out of court. This is a very serious statement which has sent shivers in my spine and needs investigation to find the truth behind this statement. Now, ma'am, this is the story which I have given. Now I'll come to the conclusion part. Dear Judge, that after the statement given by Abhishek Goyal about court number 5, it is crystal clear that court number 5, who was hearing my criminal matter, was bribed for 11 years by Shri Sharad Pawar. Even after my matter was time bound and expedited by the Honorable High Court. How much were the learned magistrates bribed for devastating me? A predetermined judgment was issued which is absolutely fake and bogus to a common eye. It is further submitted that my security is at risk and I may be shut down any time by any means as this matter is politically connected. Hence, I should be provided with personal security immediately. It is further submitted there are several witnesses to this matter, as I was aware I will be trapped if I go alone to meet Abhishek Goyal. That I am really worried as the central government, Shri Sharad Pawar and various powerful people are involved in this matter. In these past 5 months, a family member of Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, has also met me and was advising me on the settlement. Dear Judge, I am not praying for any personal benefits before you in this petition, but asking for my fundamental rights as a citizen. Prayers. That my matter in the writ petition number so and so, pending before the Honorable High Court, should be listed within 10 days. That I should be informed early about the scheduled hearing of the matter. That this matter should be high on board, heard early in the morning. That this matter should be heard on day-to-day basis and dispose of the matter early. That I want to argue this matter in person. I may be allowed to file an additional affidavit with facts that have arisen after Abhishek Goyal has stepped into the settlement process. That the matter shall be heard in presence of media. These are all my prayers. I am not asking anything to the court, ma'am. I am a heart patient and I had an open heart surgery in 2013 due to the stress and surviving on life-saving drugs. I have suffered for 14 years financially and emotionally due to the judiciary and corruption of judges. That on my own behalf for the logical reasons recorded above and verified by me to be true and foolproof with documented evidence, I need to be heard early, being the victim of a malicious judicial proceeding. My fundamental rights have been violated. This is my end of the email. Now there is only one small para, ma'am. I'll read it out. If I am not heard within 10 days, then I have no option but die. I shall perform an indefinite hunger strike after informing the Commissioner of Police, Pune, and adhere to all the laws of this land. In much respect, Kishore Chhabria. Now, ma'am, this is the email which I send it to the Honorable Supreme Court and High Court. Now, ma'am, I'll give you a little conclusion. I'm not going to talk of the merits of the email. My merits are all with evidence. Now, there is one issue, ma'am. Let me explain it to you, whether you know it or no. And even my friends who are watching, my family who is watching. Who's at stake here, ma'am? Who's at stake here? Everybody doesn't know, ma'am. Everybody doesn't know. Let me explain to you who's at stake here. Number one at stake in my case is the judiciary itself, the High Court itself. The second who's at stake is the central government. Why? Because of IDBI Bank. I've explained to you earlier, the complaint, criminal complaint is made by IDBI Bank. Then there is income tax. Then there is sales tax. Now RBI also is in problem, ma'am. IRD is also in problem. Various other watchdogs of the central government are in problem, ma'am. I kept telling you all my case is very, very serious. Now what will happen, ma'am? Either the High Court will allow this petition. What am I asking? My petition is pending, ma'am, before the High Court. They just have to, the registrar have to give a number that it will be heard on so and so day. That's it. The prayers which are very nominal. Media is usually there in High Court, available. And when they know this kind of a matter is going to be heard, they will be there. There will be 4 chairs for them, especially in a corner. Ma'am, I have no other prayers. I'm not asking for money to the Honorable High Court. Money I'll get in the other cases, the other 3. After CBI and ED is directed, ma'am, that to what? Boom. What will happen, ma'am? Sanjeev Bajaj will collapse, means Bajaj Group. IDBI will collapse. Judiciary, a black spot. A very big black spot, ma'am. How many more people, ma'am? NCP, Pawar Sahab, BJP, ma'am. BJP. Because since 18, when I got the charge sheet, BJP is in power. So, ma'am, lot of people are in trouble. Now, I have shot this email. Now, it is up to them. Now, the judge of the Honorable High Court, the Chief Justice, and the Chief Justice of Supreme Court are in trouble, ma'am. Ma'am, they are in trouble. Why did they send a message through Abhishek Goyal that the High Court wants me to settle this matter out of court, ma'am? Why, ma'am? Do you understand? Now, either you hear my matter, or what will happen? I'll go on a hunger strike, ma'am. Which, what I, as a citizen, and with my knowledge, criminal law and civil law, they should not allow me to sit on a dharna, ma'am. No way, because I'm sitting against the Chief Justice of Supreme Court and the Chief Justice of Bombay High Court, ma'am. This is not a small matter, ma'am. As soon as I start my arguments in High Court, I will first say that Bajaj has deposited 70.72 lakhs before the Honorable High Court against Policy A. I have repeated before. What is Policy A? Against Policy A. And the learned magistrate says that Policy A has been repudiated. Ma'am, judiciary, one says I've got the money, one says there was no money paid against this policy. Now, who is right, ma'am? It is either the High Court is right or the learned magistrate is right. Now, what will happen, ma'am? There has to be an investigation. What will happen if the lower court judge is called to High Court to explain? Boom! Finish, ma'am. The full case will open. 4 policies of the same number I've explained to you before. Now, how will Mr. Sanjeev Bajaj explain to this? And he has no locus. The day I am being heard for CBI investigation and ED, notice will not be issued. Ma'am, this is our CRPC. They have to hear me. They cannot ask Sanjeev Bajaj, Mr. Bajaj, should we allow CBI and ED investigation? ऐसा होता है क्या? So, he has no locus. Nobody has locus. The state, yes. The state will be there. State of Maharashtra. And the Union of India. Now, state of Maharashtra will be in doldrums. Because that false order or the fake order, state of Maharashtra should have challenged in High Court, ma'am, my acquittal order. They didn't. Time lapse. Lapse ho gaya, ma'am. Time is over. Now they cannot. And how will they go to High Court? Then I'm the wanting that. I always wanted them to High Court, go to High Court and say that this order is fake. So now, ma'am, what will the bench do? Who's going to hear my case after 10 days? What will they do? Do they have an answer? Media has to be there. There would be nothing less than 200 people in that court. It's one of the biggest courtrooms in Bombay High Court. Lot of lawyers will be there, ma'am, because of my case. Ma'am, this case everybody knows. I have a lot of lawyer friends who are on Facebook and Instagram, and they are watching me. Line lagega, ma'am, in that courtroom, and nobody can stop anybody. Now, first thing I'm going to request that court when I go there in the morning, the day they allot, that ma'am should be respected. I don't want the judge or me or anybody, because only I am speaking to, arguing with the judges. No assault to ma'am in open public. Nobody will name ma'am. I will always say it is ma'am. This will be my first opening statement before the Honorable High Court. I don't want your name to be out, ma'am. Even before the media. How will the media know when I don't give the name out, or if the judges restrict, they will pass orders that ma'am's name should not be given or ma'am should not be exploited in media. And if the media does, they're finished. I'll see to it that the media house closes, ma'am. Okay. Now, ma'am, there are a few days. I told you many times, sleep well, ma'am. बहुत अच्छी तरह सोना. Relax. Enjoy your life. I'm fighting, ma'am. And now, this may be the last video I'm sharing until and unless there are updates. I presume because after the email is gone, the email is not only gone to the Honorable Supreme Court and High Court, ma'am, it has gone to all my witnesses. Sorry. It has gone to all my witnesses, ma'am. Now they're shaken up, ma'am. Everybody's shaken up. I'm very happy, ma'am. Why they are shaken up? Now CBI investigation in the next 10-12 days. In the next 10-12 days. And who will be monitoring the CBI investigation? The Honorable High Court. Ma'am, kuch nahi hota hai. Law is same for everybody. Whether it's me, you, common man, garib. हाँ, पैसा खाते हैं. Law, order pass hota hai. But now I am going to the High Court against this bribery only. So, nobody dare, ma'am, in my case, take any more bribes. Nobody dare take bribes anymore in my case. The judiciary, they are at stake, ma'am. I told you the first is the judiciary is at stake. Now, how will the judiciary save themselves? Judiciary has to save themselves. The Republic of India has to save themselves. Judiciary, President, Big Boss, the King of India. Ma'am, to the President of India, Har Har Mahadev. Now what will happen, ma'am? She had a speech, and I have mentioned this in my earlier videos. She's come heavy on Justice Chandrachud. Very heavy, ma'am. Go and find it on YouTube. You will find it. 14 years, you all have violated my fundamental rights. You all have taken bribes, the judges I'm talking to, you all have taken bribes and passed a bogus and a false order. And now, what will happen? Ma'am, who's going to pay me this money? This is the last thing I'll talk to you now, ma'am. 58,500 crores, ma'am. Kaun de raha hai? Who is giving? It's a big question mark, ma'am. Who's giving? Sanjay Bajaj? No, ma'am. He doesn't have that money. Go on Google and check his net worth. 4 billion, ma'am. 4 billion. Approximately 30,000 crores. 4 billion. How will he pay me 58,500 crores? Can IDBI pay me money? No. Ma'am, IDBI cannot pay me money. IDBI doesn't have that kind of money, ma'am. And if IDBI pays me money, IDBI to gum, all the other big banks in India will collapse. Several, ma'am. And now everybody will get up from the sleep. that we have been cheated. IDBI did this with us. Union Bank did this with us. हमारा भी केस खोलो. Sorry. Ma'am, there's a lot of problem, ma'am. Lot of problem. So who will pay me the money? Can Amit Shah ji pay me money? No. Can Sharad Pawar pay me money? No. Who will pay me the money, ma'am? Got it? That is why there was a delay. That is why there was a delay of 4 and 5 months. They are arranging that money, ma'am. Who will arrange it? Because now they have to give me a certificate, ma'am. RBI certificate that this money is genuine. Income tax paid on this, ma'am. Amount paid on this tax. They have to give me, these are my terms and conditions from day one. I am not going to pay tax on that 58,500 crores. Who will pay me, ma'am? It's a big question mark. That is why now, जो करना है आज करो, कल करो, परसों करो, मंडे करो, ट्यूसडे करो. I will be heard. नहीं धरना. My biggest opportunity, ma'am. Let me tell you, biggest opportunity. And what happens if this case opens up in High Court? BJP collapse, ma'am. Let me tell you, I have that power of Mahadev. BJP collapse. The day I stand in High Court. And the Honorable High Court judge will have to hear me. Each and everything, ma'am. Whatever I say. It may take 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. My story is very big. And I don't need to go and look into documents, ma'am. I don't need to. Sab idhar hai, ma'am. My full arguments are recorded here. And what will happen? Who's going to argue next to me? Sanjeev Bajaj has no locus. So who will be there? Opposite? Nobody. Me alone, man. No lawyer for me. No colleagues. No chamchas. Me and my file. Whatever. And I'm talking to the Honorable Judge. Now the additional affidavit, ma'am, will be on basis of this 5 months what has happened with Abhishek and me. Ma'am, this email is just, let me tell you a few things what he's told me. Mammoth ho jayega, ma'am. Lamba, Isa, I'll show you, ma'am. Lamba. The additional affidavit. What all he's told me, ma'am. About you. About Sanjeev Bajaj. He tells me, tomorrow morning, आपका call Mr. Amit Shah के साथ schedule हुआ है. Why Mr. Abhishek Goyal? Why does Shri Amit Shah wants to talk to me? And not once, ma'am. 3 times. आपका मीटिंग पावर साहब के पास फिक्स किया है. वी डूइंग इट. मैम, व्हाट ऑल ही स्पोकन, दिस जेंटलमैन बोलूं या क्या बोलूं, इन द फर्स्ट वीक ओनली, मैम, आफ्टर आई मेट हिम, मेरे को बाप बना दिया, मैम. ट्रस्ट मी, मेरे को बाप बना दिया. ही इज टेलिंग मी, यू आर माय फादर, यू आर अ लवली ह्यूमन बीइंग, यू आर वेरी काइंड, यू आर वेरी shrewd, ruthless, but you are my father. Help me sail out and help me get this settled for you. Stand by me. Why do I stand by you? You need to settle. You have come to me. Settle it, close it, finish it. What did he think? बाप बना दिया तो अभी किशोर भाई हाथ फेरेंगे सब. 3 days back, ma'am, on Father's Day, he sends me a message early morning. Kishore bhai, I am 100% working on your settlement process. It is final. I am waiting for the email. Evening में आएगी. And Monday को हमारा meeting है. NCP, big guns will be there, he tell me. The judge will be there. SSBC will be there. Lawyers will be there. You be relaxed. Father's Day. I am giving you a commitment of Father's Day. You are my father. That I will settle it. No, ma'am. Today is Thursday, ma'am. Monday. And after that, no message, nothing. He's underground. And now what will happen in court, ma'am? You know it. Ma'am, I think I've told you enough. Enough is enough. Email, I read it out to you. What will happen? I don't know. Settlement chances are very bleak. Negligible. Until and unless now the Honorable High Court or the Honorable Supreme Court steps in to save the judiciary. Hence, there will be a meeting between the judiciary, means the Chief Justice of India or the Law Minister, Ms. Shri Amit Shah ji, Sharad Pawar ji, to discuss how this needs to be settled. Ma'am, I don't blackmail and money doesn't excite me, I've told everybody. मैं पैसे के लिए कुछ नहीं करता है. I do everything for what is my right. I'm not saying because my cases become so big, now I will demand. है मेरे को और चाहिए. No ma'am, I'm not that kind. You want to negotiate on the table? Come. Come. दिल खोल के आ. सामने बैठ. Give me one black coffee. Offer me a black coffee and tell me, Mr. Chhabria, where can we settle? We don't have the money. So they have to give me reasons. Who doesn't have the money? Who is paying me? Who is doing the settlement? What are the reasons? And did I ask you for 58,500? No, ma'am. I've been saying again and again, and I've got his emails. There are several phone calls with him, ma'am. There are WhatsApp exchanges. He started 55,500, 57,500, 58,500, and now the last meeting which I had in St. Laurent, it was 59,000 crores, ma'am. मैं कहाँ मांगा तुमसे पैसा? Negotiate करना है तो टेबल पे बैठो, ma'am, right? It cannot be done here that I'm standing here and I tell here, yes, I'm willing to settle. No, ma'am, मेरा गरज नहीं है settlement. It is their requirement. I am to now waiting for the Honorable High Court to call me, which is again bleak, ma'am, negligible. If they need to take care of the judiciary, they will have to do something, ma'am. They cannot let this son of Mahadev come to High Court and argue, ma'am, my matter. I'll open up everything, ma'am. And not one judge court number 5. There is DRT, there is Sessions Court, there is civil cases, High Court 3 cases which are pending. Ma'am, several of cases will be opened before the Honorable High Court when I argue, ma'am. What will happen? Everything will be finished, ma'am. Let me tell you, everything will collapse. Now they can't even touch me and kill me, ma'am. They can't. And with this email today, I have said that my life is under threat. I will be shut down anytime. Ma'am, that's all. Har Har Mahadev. Jai Kamakhya Devi. Wish you all the best, ma'am.